more.
Browser source.
I can't say the word clanker.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna leave you
It
guys
does
to
not
this.
want
I'm
your
sorry.
boogie to work.
That's all right.
You guys are only allowed to look at me.
I gotta find the femboy chat again. Where the fuck is it?
What?
Don't worry
Oh,
about
hey,
it.
Selkie. Okay.
Oh wait, do you want to do stream together?
I am on YouTube, so it won't work.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah. Otherwise, that'd be a good idea.
YouTube's great.
Where is it? I'll just use Sharkies. Okay, anyways. There we go. That should work.
Look at that. Now it's the daytime version.
Voila. And there is a whoa.
Oh, wow. I wish I could get your Fugi to work.
Alright. So, your chat can hear me, right? They can hear me good?
Can you hear them good?
Alright.
Barking Rooster, quick. Can you hear him?
Suggestion. Okay. So, I should have, I needed to explain this before, but I'm going to be showing you images, and the images are going to be on my stream. I'll send them to you on Discord if it's easier, because they are pretty small on the stream. But, for context to the people watching on your end, is what I'm saying.
Okay, oh shoot. Crap, I got a window capture. Hold on.
Yeah. We had to do the same thing on when Crimson came on, because she also streamed her side. And I'm still trying to figure out a way to, iron that out, so that way it'd make it easier.
Okay, I fixed it. Okay, I'm good, I'm ready.
You're ready? You're ready? You have my stream up? Perfect. Okay. Hello, Bing Bing, and hello, Selkie. Okay. Welcome back to Containment Cast. We have our beautiful new guest here, Aurora. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yay! I'm Aurora Bark Bark.
Bark bark. She barks for head pats, is what I heard. Alright, anyways.
Yeah, word on the street.
So, tell me, how much do you know about SCP? Like, how well is your knowledge?
I would say I know more than the average person.
Okay.
Maybe not a ton, but it's been like, I like to put the videos on in the background talking about them, and when I was a teenager, it was a really strong interest in mine.
Okay. Alrighty then. I'm assuming you do know about this little guy on my desk here.
Hold on, wait. I need to. What's your. Shoot, I don't know your stream.
Oh, you don't know my
name.
YouTube? My YouTube? Oh.
I subscribed to it earlier, but I think it was.
She doesn't watch me. I'm so offended. Anyways, I'm just joking.
Honestly, I don't watch streamers.
That's fair.
Wait, hold on. I'm trying to. Hold on. Wait. We got this. It's fine.
It's fine. It's just a little bit of scuff.
Okay, I've got it on.
Dark, you should just stop being so surprised at this point.
Your setup is so cute. Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
I love that.
I
feel like I need to just show your screen, like your stream for my thing, because it's so.
If you want to, it's
like,
up to you.
I just have me sitting here.
If you want to, it's up to you.
Maybe. Hold on. Wait. I think I know what I'm gonna do. Hold on.
Okay.
Shoot.
I'm gonna have your chat up on my other screen here, and by other screen I mean my phone. I have my chat on here anyway, so I can read
for
it
the
here.
rose. I'm trying to. I need like 3 screens. Gosh dang it! Hold on. No wait. Mini player. Save me. All right.
Rooster,
We got
that
this.
is not the right name, but thank you for trying.
Okay, I got it set up, and I am very professional.
Alright, this makes it easier, and it makes it so that people don't have to go look for me. Alright, there we go. Perfect. Alright. Anyways, so I did mention to Aurora about two segments technically. There's the first one that we're going to start here in a moment, and then there's a second one right after. I'm actually going to, because if you are up to date with my community posts, which if you are dark here in the chat, as in Dr. Dark, you do not. But if you do, you'll know that I'm going to be overhauling Containment Cast, maybe next week, sometime near in the future. One of the new segments is going to be, actually, I'm going to bring it on today, and we're going to see how it goes. Hopefully it goes well. But we're going to start the first one. So it's as simple as this. I have picked out 5 SCPs. Hopefully you don't know any of them, because that would make this easier. I do have one extra one just in case you know one of these, because I think you might. But I did pick one out. I did pick out 5, and I'm going to show them individually, and you're going to take a guess as to what it does, and then afterwards I will reveal what it actually does. Sound good?
Alright. Yeah, I'm so excited.
Okie dokie. Now we have our first SCP, and here it is. It is a simple needle. You'll see it pop up probably on the screen here in a moment. If you want a picture in DMs, I'll do that too, to make, you know, to see it better.
Yeah.
Fair enough,
That's
fair enough.
like...
It's like,
What the heck?
it looks like a line, huh? Alright, I'll send it to you in DMs.
I saw those on train tracks once.
That's fair, that's fair. Okay, let me...
Wait, so this is an SCP?
Yes, that is indeed an SCP. Let me send it to you. There it is. It is sending, and it has sent.
Okay, okay.
That is an SCP. This is... Let me tell you the number. I have it here. I don't have the numbers. Okay. This is SCP-2711. It is a large iron needle. That's all I'm going to say for now.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
What do you think this SCP does?
Dude. I can't even imagine what that does.
It can do,
man.
like, when you think about it, when you think about the SCP universe, it can do anything.
What's its level? Am I allowed to know its level?
Oh, you mean the object class?
Yeah.
You can know it. It is object class safe, easy to contain.
And nails stuff together.
I bet that did not make it any easier.
Nope. That narrowed it down not at all. It wipes sweat. I have no idea. I've never seen this before in my life.
Perfect. You're gonna leak my middle name, Dark? Yeah, you don't even know my middle name. Or is the model moving slow? If it's moving slow for you, then get a better internet provider. I don't know what to say to you, man. Alright.
Lobotomies? Damn, I should have said that.
It's not Carlos, but nice try. Oh, man.
It builds buildings real well.
Yeah, it's a needle. It's actually, it's not one of those train track nails or whatever. It's just it's literally described as a needle. It also should be noted, this is not the official picture. I just found this on Google.
I feel like that makes it worse. Like,
yeah, it might make it a little worse.
Just this isn't even a needle. This is a nail.
Yeah, when I found
is it supposed to be like a sewing needle?
And you know what? The reason why I used that is because I found it after searching up the number for the SCP. So I thought, okay, I guess this is what I'm going to use. So
this is the weirdest sewing needle I've ever seen.
I would assume it's an iron. It's an iron needle. That's all it is. And now you have to figure out what the heck it does.
I like the lobotomies answer.
Oh my
I literally cannot imagine what this does. Other than, I don't know.
Is it indestructible? That's actually a good question. I didn't read it. I'm pretty sure it's not indestructible. It never as far as I saw, it did not mention that.
What is it used for? What's some of the lore?
Okay.
Where was it found?
It was found somewhere. I didn't read that far into it. I just know what it does. So have you given up?
Oh no. The lore. I can't get the lore. I give up, yeah, I can't even imagine.
Okay, that is completely understandable, especially for the information you're given, which is literally almost nothing. This is SCP-2711, and the name of it, it's very odd because it's actually in Chinese or Japanese. I don't know what that is. I think it's Chinese. So that actually makes it even worse. But essentially what this needle does is its effect only kicks in when it's placed into water of a certain size. I don't have the size with me at the moment, but if it's placed into water, it will solidify that water. It won't turn it into ice or stone. It will actually give it the same physical properties as iron. So, essentially making it hard to put your hand in it, basically. You put this needle into, let's just say, an ocean. The entire ocean stays water, but it takes up the physical, what's the word?
Fuck those fish. Put it in the ocean.
It takes up the physical feeling, I guess, of iron. So you can, if you touch the top of it, you can't push your hand inside, it'll feel like iron. And that kind of stuff.
That is the most random thing I've ever heard of for SCPs. and I've read a lot of SCP stories.
That's very tame, actually. There's a lot of really weird ones. Have you ever heard of SCP-297?
You gotta, I don't recognize the,
look it
the
up.
numbers.
I suggest not showing it on stream.
What is it?
Look it up. SCP-297.
SCP-297.
I suggest not showing it on stream.
What the heck?
You're welcome.
Labeled
It's honestly that right there. Just looking that up is proof. Oh, I should probably mention, if you are under 18, don't look that one up. Probably too late. Anyways,
No one leak on YouTube or Minecraft does with Hatchet. That's amazing.
Oh my gosh, there's even a Minecraft SCP.
Someone did submit this as a confessional. I recognize it.
Yeah, that was me. Anyways, any questions about this SCP?
I need to put that stuff in my water.
But I wonder, actually,
fix all my problems.
I wonder how that would be if you tried, swishing it around.
It's like when you put those little ironed fish in your pots to make your food have more iron in it, but like God mode.
Oh my gosh! Of course, Barking Rooster would remember that. Just read it. Yeah, he said that. Okay.
Barking Rooster remembers everything.
Of course. Excessive iron, yes, Salem confessed it. Yeah, I did indeed. That was quite some time ago. Anyways.
I can't even remember what mine was, but I tried to think of the worst thing I could think. I remember everyone. No, I remember now. People were freaking out about it. It's so funny.
Did you ask anything, or were we done with this one? No questions?
I got no questions. That thing
right.
That thing is useless.
That's fair. That's a very fair point. So quick side.
Fanfic Barking Rooster. Yeah, Yuri RP in church. Yeah.
RP in church. Oh.
I can never forget.
I'm not going to ask any further questions than that. Okay, we're going to put that one away. We're going to go on to, quick little fun fact about that one. Apparently that SCP was in lore, was created during, I forgot the name of the dynasty, but in China. Made in China, basically, by a specific dynasty, by one of the rulers, and it was to solve a flood problem. That's what it was created for, and I guess we just found it one day as we hear the foundation. Now we have it, and now we're gonna potentially use it to ruin the world by dropping into the Pacific Ocean. Anyways, the next one.
Barking Rooster is so old, he remembers that. He remembers when they did that in China.
Some people here might know this one. Aurora said she does not when I asked her. This is SCP-2316.
I was there. I knew you were Barking Rooster.
Codename Field Trip. And Selkie might know this one. I'm not sure about others, but this SCP is essentially a lake with bodies in it. That's all I'm going to tell you for now. What do you think this thing does, Aruba?
I think it kills people.
I mean,
I bet.
in the long run, yes.
Does it? There's lots of water-based ones for SCP. I remember a lot of water ones. I bet though, following SCP and horror tropes, it's like, do they copy the faces of people you know?
I mean, I'm not
And
gonna
then
answer
die.
this yet. I'm gonna let you guess first, fully.
I'm pretty sure I looked up the name of it when you told me the SCP, because I wanted to know if I knew it or not. It's something like the bodies in the water aren't real or something. Are they sort of like sirens? Like they try to lure you to your death by looking like people you know?
I should have known not to bring this one on. I should have figured she was gonna look it up.
I only glanced at the name. I research everything. I need to not be told anything.
Is that your final guess?
Yeah.
Okay, well you are correct. Essentially, that is basically what it does. It is
Let's go.
kind of like a siren in a way. Yes, this is SCP-2316, also known as Field Trip. It is a large lake located somewhere in an undisclosed area. Anybody near the area, typically pretty much anybody, who views the lake will see the bodies in the water. They will begin to see these bodies as people they've known from years ago, throughout their childhood. They could be teachers, they could be family members, it could be friends, it could be just maybe the ice cream guy that you saw every Thursday, I don't know. But basically, you start to hear voices, and you start to think you hear them talking to you, and they try to lure you into the lake, essentially becoming one of the bodies in the lake now. And it's probably one of our worst ones when it comes to cognitive hazards, and most people cannot resist the bodies in the water, which is where the whole "you do not recognize the bodies in the water" thing comes from.
This is where they take you when you're homeschooled and they want to do a budget field trip. I experienced this many times in my childhood.
Also, I think I am seeing what you're talking about, Dark. It is lagging on this end. What in the world?
Oh, why is it blurry?
I do not.
Oh, there we go. We're good.
Very strange. Hopefully it doesn't stay that way. I'm running into issues with YouTube stream. Yeah, I can see. It's being really annoying right now. I should have probably loaded a little bit. But I usually don't have to. I don't know why it's doing it now. I always forget Sucky used a different name. For
Your Salem's chat. What the heck?
That's weird. I've never seen you in my chat before. Who are you, stranger? Anyways, any questions about this delightful SCP we have here?
Why is it called "You Don't Recognize the Bodies in the Water" if it's people you do recognize?
It's just a way we get to people to stay away from the bodies in the water. It's to ensure, for anybody who goes near the lake, they obviously begin to see the bodies in the water, and they do tend to recognize them. But the more the person recognizes them, the more they begin to resonate with it and linger upon this idea that they see these bodies and they recognize them, the more they want to get into the lake and go after the bodies. So, by resisting this urge, to resist this urge, you have to tell yourself, and kind of, I guess you can in a way gaslight yourself into believing you do not recognize the bodies in the water.
Let's go, gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss. Where is this based? Is this in a state?
This is located in an undisclosed area. I will not be releasing where this is located because then Selkie wants to do her hot tub stream in that freaking lake, and we don't need that. And then none of them come back from that, except for maybe Selkie because she's an angel.
I never get to use the kayaks.
Anything else?
Nah.
Okay, then. We will be closing out Mr. Lake. We were pulling up this next. Okay, this next one is the one that I don't know if you'll know this one or not. This next one is it's in series 1, so it's in the hundreds. So it's you know it or you don't type of thing. Here it is. This is SCP. If I don't choke. Hairball apparently. As soon as the picture came up. Anyways, this is SCP-529, also known as Josie the Half Cat.
Hi, Selkie.
Alright. Have you seen this one before? Do you know what it is?
I do not yet see the image, so... Oh, wait, now there it is. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, wow.
That's a kitty cat.
Mm-hmm. Missing half of its body.
I volunteered at a cat shelter when I was younger. I probably saw like 5 cats like that. They hop around. We called them boots.
Oh.
What? What's its class?
Oh, okay. That's sad. What the oh, jeez.
He was a happy cat.
Okay, at least he was happy. Alright. Have you seen this one before, though?
Nope.
Alright. What do you think this SCP does? It's a trick. By the way, this one's a bit of a trick question.
It provides companionship.
I mean, yes, that's true. It is a cat after all. One thing I'm
I
glad
like the way you said that. Is it more than a cat?
No, it is just a cat. And I'm realizing the way I said that made it seem like more. But and one thing is you don't have to worry about a litter box. Or
What do you mean companionship is wild? It's a little cat.
Apparently
your
Selkie
pet's not
apparently
provides you
Selkie thinks you're gonna
companionship?
apparently Selkie thinks you're gonna do more than just that.
That's a little buddy right there.
This is just a little guy, look at him. Or Josie is it? It's female actually. How do we know? Let's just not think about that.
Did you say this thing's class?
It's safe. Object class safe. Keep in mind, I did say it was a trick question.
Trick question is even more confusing.
You'll understand in a moment why I say trick question.
Dude just probably is like a regular cat and then disappears for a week and then comes back. And you don't know where they were.
Ask if 529A is the butt. We have not found the other half, so yeah. if there even is another half. Fun little fact: there have been a lot of people who who have said we should create an article that's just the other half of Josie, but people don't like that idea for some reason.
Just cat butt is crazy.
Oh no! Wait, people came up with the idea with the theory that the other half is just invisible and not actually missing. All right, so I'm assuming you give up.
Well, my only guess is that it
It's just a
kind of
regular
goes.
cat.
Like, does it time travel or stuff like that? I don't know.
Okay, I'll reveal it. This is SCP-529, object class safe, also known as Josie the Half Cat. And essentially, what you're seeing here is the only thing anomalous about it. The fact that it is a half cat, and it doesn't show it here, but the actual backside of the cat, you cannot see the inside of the cat, thankfully, but you can actually just see absolute pitch black darkness. Anytime we shine light onto the backside, you can't actually see anything. The light is just consumed by the darkness. So,
Wow.
That is
Just like
basically
a void.
yeah,
Void cat.
it's basically a void, and I'm now wondering if we feed
Wormhole
this
cat.
thing, where the heck does it go? But probably the void. There's probably an alternate universe where it's just the other half of this cat, and that's where all the food goes. But yeah, I think that'd be a very interesting addition to the article. Pick a game.
McMorley of Containment Cast. If it wasn't very long, I was gonna play Don't Starve or something.
It probably won't be too long, honestly. We've been going for how long now? About 30 minutes? Not even 30 minutes, huh?
About.
Almost there. But, because this one was fairly meh in the terms of, you know, it's just a cat that's cut in half, I will add in a second one, and it will be the SCP that I got extra, and it is going to be the next one I bring up, and that is going to be... where is it? It's... My eyes... Okay. There it is. It'll show up for you here in a moment, but this is SCP-2776, also known as Mr. President. I will also send it to you if you would like.
It shows up fine. I just have waited for it. Saving for when she starts dropping VTuber models. Ah, cute chibi. Yeah, I need to make some more. I started yours. Is that George Washington?
This is SCP-2776, also known as codename Mr. President. This, just for note, is an animatronic of George Washington.
That reminds me where I'm from. I'm from Missouri, and you know we have the Arch in St. Louis. It's like the main point of St. Louis. Now it's it's always had a little museum underneath it. And when I was younger, it was just full of animatronics of really old people. Nowadays, it's way more boring because they got rid of all the animatronics, but they looked exactly like that, and that just reminds me of my childhood so much.
Oh, in a good way, I hope.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'll be like, it reminds me of my childhood. Oh, that's cute. Like, oh no, I hated that. I'm actually traumatized. Can you take the picture down? Anyways.
Well, yes, but also.
What do you think this animatronic of Washington does? Just take into I'll give a little side hint. Take into thought the Revolutionary War. What do you think? This was found after the Revolutionary War, or during. I can't remember which one.
The Revolutionary War.
Mm-hmm.
I see. So they found an animatronic of George Washington when George Washington was just chilling.
I'll explain that in a moment.
So what does this thing do? Does he just start talking about history like a normal boring animatronic would, but it's actually predicting the future?
That'd be pretty interesting. Like if he, what's the word? Predicts out of America what's next in America.
Yeah. Killer Washington.
Killer Washington.
He cuts down all your cherry trees for you.
Now that you say that barking rooster about a wax figure, that reminds me of the episode of Gravity Falls. The wax figures. The wax statues. I don't know if you've ever watched Gravity Falls, Aurora.
Only a few episodes.
Oh. You should watch the whole thing. It's great, honestly.
I end up watching all of Adventure Time all over again and run out of time.
Oh. Okay.
These are the most random SCPs ever.
To be fair, all the other ones are fairly random as well.
It's Abraham Lincoln Vampire Slayer, but it's Washington the Werewolf Hunter. That's amazing. What the heck? I can only imagine that the thing this does is predict the future, or it has come through from a different time. Alright, that or it does something really crazy. Why did they make Abraham Lincoln hot? Excuse me?
What? What?
He's actually just super pro. Like, this is the version of George Washington that's just super pro British people. And him and regular George Washington fight in a duel.
Okay. Is that your final guess, or we want to go with the original one?
Yeah, that's my final answer.
Okay. So this is SCP... Okay. So this distinguished gentleman is SCP-2776, codename Mr. President, object class Euclid. It's an... Huh?
We finally escaped the safe.
Yep, Euclid. And to be fair, the lake one was Keter. But
true.
this one is Euclid, and this is an animatronic of George Washington. A little side note before we get into what it does, this thing actually replaced George Washington after Washington died, unknowingly, during the Revolutionary War, which is why we never even heard about that in the first place. This guy took his place as president after presidents started being a thing. And
what did I say? They fought to the death.
So this guy took his place, and it was created by the group of interest Marshall, Carter, and Dark. Essentially what SCP-2776 does is it will literally go on a full-on crusade and destroy everything that it can find that is British. Including items, food, people, the British flag. Yes, it will go on a full-on crusade to destroy British things.
Those British people.
Mm-hmm.
Will they get...
Very unpatriotic of you.
Man, I almost called it. I just thought he was going to be like the British version. I should have just said he was extra American.
He's just extra American, and he actually pulled out an AK-47 and rides a dinosaur.
That's something my uncle would do.
But yeah, that's what he does. He goes on a full-on crusade against British things and people and stuff. So that is quite something.
That's amazing.
It's beautiful, very human.
Mr. President, hit me up. I'm free on Tuesday nights.
Okay, beans, toast, beans on toast, death.
That's what they deserve. What do you guys mean, huh?
Huh?
Look at him.
Oh, where is it? This is... Oh no, I lost it. Oh well.
What they deserve. It's all that colonizing. Get them, boys.
Man, I can't believe I forgot to announce that I'm live. Oh well, too late now. Alright, not like anybody from that show. Actually, I could probably do that real quick. I'll do that as you guess the next one. So we're gonna put this guy away, and this next one actually does not have a picture, because I could not find a good picture of him, because he's a guy. But this next one is titled SCP-2143, and I'm gonna tell you that I was gonna originally not say the name because I thought it would kind of give it away, but it actually won't, so I'm just gonna say it. The code name is Singing in the Rain.
Oh my gosh. I love that movie.
But SCP I already forgot the number. SCP-21.
It's literally just Gene Kelly, isn't it? It's just like straight up Gene Kelly.
That would be funny. But this, I'll read the first part of the description here. SCP-2143 is a Greek man. In around about his 30s, he has black hair and brown eyes. Not only that, but he also is able to proficiently play any musical instrument. And where is this? He knows any song and can sing any song that he can, the best of possible. And he loves singing.
It's straight up Gene Kelly. They locked him up in the SCP Foundation.
But
I am gonna step over Gene Kelly, and you can't stop me.
Gotta remember to lock this one up before Aurora gets to it. All right. Got the old 5
That's actually why they have them in the SCP Foundation.
Not because he's an anomaly, because to protect him from you.
Gene Kelly, I loved your work in that one movie with. Shoot, I forgot her name. Never mind.
You only care about Gene Kelly.
I've seen many Gene Kelly movies.
Yo 5 is watching me right now, just kind of staring at me as to why I brought you on now that you're simping over an SCP.
What's this thing's class? Like, what is
Object class Euclid.
Damn.
So it is unpredictable.
Kelly with a gun.
Containment. Then again, most human-like anomalies are Euclid. Whether they are safe or not. I think one of the few that I know.
It's like those commercials from when I was younger about buying all the Shirley Temple movies. It's that, but it's the guy who's selling all of the Gene Kelly movies, and to make you buy them, he comes to your door and starts singing all of the music from Singing in the Rain.
So what do you think
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
What do you think this magnificent, handsome man, or I assume handsome, does?
He
just a quick note, he enjoys. I'll say this part. One part of his containment procedures is he has to sing at least, I think if I remember correctly, it was once a day. If we prevent him from singing, it will create some weird, like, disease, and he'll be enraged at not being able to sing. So we have to let him sing at least once a day, and it has to be.
It's Gene Kelly, but he has a nuclear war weapon inside his stomach.
But there is
it's
something else
just me
to it.
when I'm obsessed with a musical. Something else to it. I can't imagine what else it would be except for, like, basically Gene Kelly, but has the Black Death in him. I don't know. He's like a toddler that crashes out when you don't replay the same movie 5 times.
Essentially. But think of the name. Singing in the Rain. The name does have a bit of a hint to it.
Does it start raining acid or something? When he doesn't sing? Or he sings and it does rain, and if he doesn't sing, it causes, like, pestilence?
Funny enough, I think I have given more clues than I have in any of the other ones. Without giving it away. I even gave you half of its properties, and that was the whole it has to sing thing.
He's literally just me. He sings, and he has to sing at least once a day. We are in a drought, and they don't let this dude sing. He's got, like, Singing in the Rain. He either makes it rain, or he makes it rain real bad. It's either good rain or bad rain. That's why the rains are blessed and happy. I hope it's literally just Gene Kelly and they just have him in there.
that would be funny, but that is not the case, and it is not Gene Kelly. It is Wait, is Gene Kelly Greek?
Hmm.
I don't know. But this is this is this is SCP-2143, Singing in the Rain, Object Class Euclid. It is the, well, what I said before, it is the Greek man about his 30s or whatever. But essentially, every time he sings, depending on what song he sings, it will begin, a cloud will form above him, and something will begin. It'll begin to rain something, depending on the song he's singing. For example, if he sings, I have the list here, there's a few that he gives. For example, if he sings, "It's Raining Men," and here's the exact word for word what happens. They're called Omicron events, and this is what happens. If he sings "It's Raining Men," numerous identical instances of Luther Vandross emerge from the storm, and all will fall to the ground and will die because they're falling from the ground, from the sky. But that is essentially what it does, and whatever he's singing, it'll be something based off from that song. For example, another good example is a song from the Beatles called "Here Comes the Sun." When he started singing that, it didn't start raining. As a matter of fact, something formed in his containment chamber. A large plasma type sphere emerged, and it's like giant. I guess you could say the sun started friggin' spawning in his chamber, and so we had to tranquilize him in order to make him stop singing. So that was an interesting time. And this is the last example, but another song he sang was "Blood on the Dance Floor" by good old MJ. A bunch of switchblades actually started raining from the clouds that he formed, all of which had some blood on them.
Wow. Interessant. I'm learning so many new things today.
Yeah, you're learning.
Make this guy stop. I have some requests for this guy, actually. How do I get a visitor's pass?
You don't. Anyways,
I have several people to visit. First, Mr. President. Second,
just shake his hand. Thank you for saving us from the British. Thank you for protecting. British where?
He starts crashing
just pulls out a musket. Pulls out a musket and a cannon from absolutely nowhere. Where?
Yeah, buddy.
I imagine we also can't have a British researcher at where he's contained, so that's probably a good thing we don't have any of them around.
I'm gonna walk in. Hello, governor, and just die.
Just shoots you on the spot. Bullseye. All right. Is this the next one? I need to make sure. No, that's Mr. President. Okay. All right. Oh, I haven't been saying this. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay. This next
no
one.
No.
That'll make the very last thing we do much easier. Anyways, we have the next. This is the last SCP we have on the list until we do the second segment. This next one is another one that I forgot about, actually. This is SCP-3502. It'll show up on your screen here in a moment. And it actually will take a moment, so let me actually, it'll probably be quicker if I just send it to you via Discord. Oh, it did. It showed up.
I feel like I've seen this image.
Oh, really?
I don't remember what it was tied to, but I've seen this somewhere.
This is
Australia itself should be contained.
Oh, don't worry, it is. Anyways, this is SCP-3502, also known as the kangaroo sign. And yes, and I believe, if I remember correctly, either the road... Oh no, it's a sign that's the SCP. But we cannot remove it. It has to stay there. Also, hello, Gotcha.
It just spawns a bunch
Welcome
of
in. I did see your messages.
ton of kangaroos.
Mm-hmm.
1 man versus 100 kangaroos.
I just bought the
Those
entire
animals just
I just bought the entire country of Australia. Anyways. Australia Battle Royale, go crazy.
They would just die.
It's essentially just PUBG, but you're in Australia. But with, and also with kangaroos.
It's so hard to think of what SCPs do, because I've never had to think about it that way before.
I mean, you are getting there. It does involve kangaroos, obviously, with the sign, but it does have to involve kangaroos.
Any kangaroo within like 100 feet die, or they all show up and just start beating the shit out of you.
Not necessarily, but you were very Selkie is very close in
it
saying
turns, that. Every time somebody comes by it, they turn into a kangaroo? Or is it like what Selkie said, they pass every time, a kangaroo passes every time you see it? It makes kangaroos act like deers when they see your headlights, they just freeze. But it absolutely annihilates your car when you drive into it.
World.exe just
The
started.
movie Kangaroo Jack plays in your head. That's amazing.
Okay.
Why did the kangaroo cross the road?
I don't know what my hand is doing.
There's a pond on the other side.
Is that your final guess? Or what is your final guess?
I mean, surely it's just gotta make kangaroos appear. That's all I could think of.
Well, you're very close with that one.
That's what all my teachers used to say.
Everyone on my end of everyone on my stream, ignore what you just heard in the background. That was a thud. That was totally not the MTF knocking out an intruder. Anyways, so this is a kangaroo song. This is SCP-3502. Object class Euclid, also known as the kangaroo sign. It is, well, that sign. This is located in, well, obviously Australia. But essentially what it does is, well, not necessarily what it does, it's what happens when you pass by it. Anybody driving past this sign and does not slow down will, as soon as they pass this sign and they don't slow down, they will instantly black out. They will then just be knocked out as if they were punched in the head or kicked in the head by a kangaroo. And they will go unconscious, and, well, yeah, the car will crash, obviously, because they're unconscious. However, you would think slowing down is the way to prevent that. Absolutely not. And that's where this part comes in, where Aurora and Selkie were half correct. We're pretty much correct. Mostly correct. But if you were to slow down for the sign, or if you were to stop, out of nowhere, kangaroos will just come out of nowhere, carjack you, and ride off.
The kangaroos are carjacking?
Yes, they will carjack you and they will ride off with the car.
What are they gonna do with my car?
Well, from when I last read it, it said they just abandoned it somewhere, but I remember reading that they do actually take apart the car sometimes, and they will use it for their own little homes. We have sent in some explorers one time, and we actually did find one of their habitats, and they actually did have car parts that they used for their own homes. Like, for example, putting little baby kangaroos, like homing them in tires and stuff like that. But that is what this SCP... That's its anomalous properties.
If someone told me this is something that actually happens in Australia, I would believe them. No question.
Kangaroos just carjack you. This is the contact I was looking for. Kangaroo carjacking. What happens if the Class D speeds up? Well, they'll just be knocked out. The point is, passing this sign will knock you out. I should have said it that way.
Parking is insane.
Parking is when they will carjack you. Or stopping is when they'll carjack you. So it doesn't matter what speed you're going. If you pass the sign, you're going to get knocked out.
Road trip. Get in the car.
Get in the car, kids. We're going down Kangaroo Road.
We're gonna go see the kangaroo sign.
Okay. Any questions about this thing? This sign? Whatever, SCP?
No.
Okay. Well, that was our last of the few SCPs. Now we're going to do this next part, which is a normal. So we do this every time. We're going to go through them again. But this time, we're going to do something a little different. So you do know what the Global Occult Coalition is? It's a
cut out.
Oh, I did? Oh, oops. Do you know what the... Hold on, let me just check my Discord, make sure nothing's happening. Alright. Do you know what the Global Occult Coalition is?
You cut out at the same exact time.
Okay,
For
hold on.
argument's sake, you already said they can't move it.
Hold on, let me leave and then reconnect. Hold on. Okay, let me try this again. Do you know what the Global Occult Coalition is?
Nope.
Okay. The United Nations Global Occult Coalition, also known as the GOC, is an agency run by the United Nations, and their goal is to destroy every anomaly known to man. Even the most cuddliest and useful SCPs, like SCP-529, the Josie the Half-Cat. They even want to destroy that little thing. And essentially, sometimes they will succeed. Sometimes they will obtain an SCP or an anomaly in general, and they will destroy it by any means necessary. And obviously this conflicts with the Foundation because we want to contain them and protect them and research on them. They just want to destroy everything. Sometimes that does not go well. So, just for example, there is... Oh, it seems people are going through an ad break on your end. Oh, shall I wait?
Nah, I'm pretty sure everyone watching is subscribed, so...
Fair enough. Alright. I'm not. Anyways, where was I? Right. So not every time they destroy an SCP does it work out well for them. For example, there is a chair SCP, or there was a chair SCP that, and bear with me here, this chair found joy out of letting people sit on it. So, it's the same reaction everybody gets when I explain it. But that's essentially what the SCP is. It's a sentient chair that loves it when people sit on it. And I could be getting it wrong, honestly. I'm probably remembering wrong. I'll try to read up on it another time. But the Global Occult Coalition, or the GOC, got a hold of the chair, and they put it through a wood chipper. And they thought, done and done, we destroyed the SCP. Very wrong. They actually just mutated the SCP. So instead of being a chair instead of being object class safe, and a chair that just likes being sit on, and is sentient, it is now object class, I think it's either Euclid or Keter, and it is actually a pile of wood chips and sawdust that will teleport into the nearest person's lungs, suffocating them to death.
Bro was just chilling, enjoying being sat on, as one does.
And so the reason why I bring this up is because some SCPs, when you destroy them, maybe not the best thing comes up, as I just mentioned. So we're going to go through each SCP and take a guess predict, or kind of think of what could possibly happen by destroying certain SCPs. So we're gonna pull up the first one again, our very anticlimactic SCP. Maybe the most anticlimactic one out of all the ones we have here. The one we started with, I forgot the number, but the needle. The iron needle. If the GOC were to destroy this SCP, what could potentially happen? What do we think would potentially happen to this thing? What would it turn into? What crazy thing could happen?
It either crucifies you, or it, because that looks like something it could crucify you with, or it turns all of your blood into like straight iron.
Ooh, that's not a bad idea. I potentially think that maybe if you destroy it, it would instead, maybe if it's destroyed, like if, for example, it's a needle, so what if we melted it? Would it potentially do the opposite? Since it's now a liquid, would it turn solid things liquid?
It wouldn't be liquid forever, though.
That's true. But regardless, it was destroyed. I don't know if melting it would actually would technically neutralize it, actually, now that I think about it.
It would just change its form.
Probably. But that's
all it needs to do is touch liquid.
Mm-hmm.
If it's liquid, can I put it in my Dr. Pepper? Yeah!
Just slip it
That's
in there.
what I was saying, Chelsea. Put it in your pots when you're boiling soup and extra vitamins.
We got that one down. Now let's think about the lake. SCP-2316.
Bleeding every month. Kill him.
First of all, destroying this SCP would probably result in drying the lake out or bombing it or something. I don't know. I would assume drying it out with maybe a sponge from Minecraft. I don't know. But okay, somebody's just speeding down the highway next to my home, but that's fine.
If you destroy it, you actually don't recognize the bodies in the water.
I know there's one thing about this, and this has nothing to do with destroying it, but there is like a type of world endangering scenario. If this lake were to overflow into the ocean, it would actually affect the entire ocean and turn the entire ocean, every ocean in the world, into SCP-2316. So everybody on the coast is basically screwed.
You not recognize the bodies in the entire ocean.
Just imagine just arriving in Hawaii and you see bodies in the ocean as you're flying in. Anyways.
What happened to me when I visited Hawaii?
Oh.
Unforgettable trip.
Unforgettable trip.
The bodies start a zombie apocalypse. Okay, wait 1 second. Before we continue, I need to go do something really fast.
Alright, you do that.
Sorry. I will be right back, guys.
I will be here with your chat.
Thank you. I will be right back.
Okie dokes. Hello, Warwick's chat. Hello.
Hello. Can you see me?
I heard you laughing, Aurora. I heard that. She's floating in the air.
Laughing! I forgot to mute myself on Discord. Oops.
Yeah, you're laughing.
Hello.
So, Barking Rooster, you were here for the very first Containment Cast, weren't you there? So you know what's coming. Don't say anything. You say something, the O5 Council will be at your door at any moment. Anyways, how are y'all doing today? How is everybody doing? Selkie, Brewster, Gotcha. Otherwise, wouldn't all the water in the world already be contaminated? How far back are you? I welcome the O5 Council. Okay? I wouldn't if I were you. You suck. Oh, 4, she's hot. Okay, you're not wrong there. They're watching you right now, but you're not wrong about that one. Actually, I think she's the one that actually is the only one out of all the O5 that doesn't mind me. The rest of them don't like me. Then again, I think it's mostly because I keep bringing in random anomalies in for a containment cast. I mean, look at me, I brought in Crimson, the demon cat that runs a cult. And then I brought in Sharky, a watermelon shark humanoid. And then I brought in Drozzle. I don't know what he is, Marshmallow Man, I'm not too sure. But then now I'm bringing in a Wowa. A dog human hybrid. You guys cool like that? Aren't you in a relationship? I am not in a relationship. What do you mean? Banged her in the bathroom last week. What? Florence the Fawn. I said it right. Okay, there we go. I couldn't say it. I kept saying Florence the Flan or Florence the Flan. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the O5 hasn't liked me ever since. Yeah, I'm gonna start talking about you guys up there. I'm talking about you up there, y'all watching me in the observation deck. Where did O5-8 go? That concerns me. Anyways, yeah, they don't like me. They've never liked me ever since I arrived at the Foundation. You see, a little bit of lore about me. I'm not from here. I'm not from the Foundation. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna let y'all hear me. I would like it if some of these anomalies were free. Like the cat. I want to take that cat home. I want a cat. Cats are cool. Or maybe SCP-131. You know, we could use them as actually we could use them as security for 173. Yeah, don't like that idea for some reason. Oh no, we gotta put them in their own chamber. Why? Okay, anyways. SCP-458? Yeah, 458. Why can't we use that to end world hunger? Infinite pizza, man. Come on. O5 doesn't like the world, yet they claim to want to save the world. I am not part of the Serpent's Hand. I am not. I am part of a different universe. In this other universe, we run a similar agency like the Foundation, but it's not secret. People around the world know about it. Not only that, but anomalies get to roam free. Well, no, actually, let me rephrase that. The safe anomalies get to roam free. For example, 529 if 529 was a thing in that universe, that one would be free to go. If SCP-500 was in the universe, we would try to re-replicate it and use it somewhere else. If it's dangerous, then we contain it and keep it away from the public. Put him in the finger breaker. Make him a Class D. I've already been a Class D. Nice try. A little bit of lore that people didn't know about me. I used to be a Class D.
He's nuts.
Oh, hi. Welcome back. How long have you been?
Back.
Okay. Turns out my audio messed up, so now I have to figure that out. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You have fun doing what you were doing?
Yeah, a lot of fun. I had a little party while I was gone.
Interesting. Hold on, give me a moment. I need to, they're not going to hear you on my side of the stream, but I need to do something real quick just so I can fix the audio.
Talks in gibberish and like
Okay.
vomits stuff.
You're back for my side. Okay. What are your chat? What is your
I
chat
know what
saying?
that joke is, Selkie, and I'm not gonna fall for it.
I'm trying to. Wait, what? What is the Greek god of the underworld's name again? I can't remember. Just hearing Aurora say that, I'm not gonna fall for that either. So I'm not gonna bother looking it up.
Dang it! Dang it! Okay, fine. I'll do it. I'll do it. It's Hades.
Oh, Hades nuts. Okay.
I'll do it
Oh,
for
it's
you,
Hades?
Selkie. It's Hades.
I should have known that. Wait, I should have known that. Okay. Because I know Hades. I know about Hades. Anyway, I was explaining to
You
your
know about
chat.
Hades nuts in your mouth?
Anyways, that's the end of Containment Cast. We're going to lock Aurora up in the deepest cage at the deepest point of Site 19. We're gonna put her in a room with 096 and
You're locking
173.
me in with the monsters.
I'm locking her in with 173 and 096. All right.
You hit her with these nuts often. Ban him.
Ban this woman. All right. Anyways, and now the O5's looking at me like, you brought her here. Anyways, where were we? We were talking about the lake. I was explaining to your chat about some of my lore and where I came from. But anyways.
Yeah, I see the put him in the femur breaker, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah, they think I'm some kind of traitor or whatever for some reason. But anyways, so the lake, what did we say would happen if we were to destroy this thing?
You are right. I will find a K-pop concert. I said you really don't recognize the bodies in the water.
Oh, that's right.
Or
that's right.
the whole ocean Hawaii trip.
Mm-hmm. Potentially. All right. Now, what about el gato, the cat, Josie the half cat? If we were to destroy, if this poor cat were to be destroyed and neutralized, what could potentially happen?
It definitely turns into a wormhole.
It just turns into a... That's actually not a bad idea. What if this cat is actually just containing a wormhole, and that's what its behind is?
That or it turns into an ankle-biting dog.
It could be that too, but potentially either one. Honestly, it's SCP. Anything can happen. Oh, insert fave idol.
Do you know I had merch? Yeah, I set it up a little while ago. Somebody ordered a sticker. It's really cute.
You have merch, Alola?
Yeah. I need to make some new ones.
I didn't know you had merch. Now
If they neutralize the cat, the internet will find out who did it. Don't fuck with that.
Now I know where to spend my paycheck.
I'll show you.
Alright.
It's easy.
Now I know where I'm going to spend my paycheck. Alright, putting that one away. Now, Mr. President, if we were to destroy this animatronic of George Washington, what would happen? I have an idea in mind.
He ends up
but
in my
what do you
room,
think?
Ayo. He becomes British.
Okay. It's up in my room. Okay. You'll see my reaction on stream here in a moment. What I think would potentially happen is if you destroy this thing is maybe, just maybe, the U.S. loses its independence.
He just becomes British, and then
He becomes King George.
Gets fucked up teeth and spells things wrong. Every day at 12 p.m. the tea time bell goes off, and everyone has to stop what they're doing immediately. Or the queen comes and kicks you in the nuts. You all have to eat beans on toast. That's my worst nightmare. I hate beans.
Oh no.
I do like some high tea.
I'm losing battery on my other screen. This is not good. Okay, that's fine though.
Mushy beans. The really green mushy peas.
What if it's just like, what if this is animatronic? What if there's like an inner skin to him? Like if you were to destroy the outside, it's the inside is just King George.
It's just straight up King George. After you went crazy.
He just all you do is you activate the British setting.
Hello, governor. Pew 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 pew.
All right, I think that we nailed that one pretty good. Just as
Everyone
much,
becomes British,
just as-
but Australia stays the same.
just as much as apparently a war wants to nail it. Anyways, we have the next one is that guy who sings. That's right, the guy who sings in the rain that makes rain. If we were to destroy him, if we were to neutralize him, what could potentially happen?
It stops raining. Completely.
I feel like, because it's not raining if he's just sitting there, only if he sings, and it stops raining when he stops singing. So, but remember the thing I mentioned about a disease spreading or whatever if he doesn't sing? What if instead the disease just blows up and now it's everywhere?
Every Gene Kelly movie disappears.
Every Gene Kelly movie just disappears. Oh man. And now that's Mr. President again. I don't know how many times I've pulled that picture up in this one stream alone. But
Mr. President, tucks hair behind ear.
Mr. President, they have hit the second McDonald's. But
There's a McDonald's in the Pentagon. McDonald's in the Pentagon.
Now
that song has been stuck in my head for so long.
Now for this beautiful sign that we have here. This the kangaroo sign. If we were to destroy the sign, or if we were to destroy the area, like bomb the area, or kill the kangaroos, what do we think would happen?
I
have a personal idea, and I think it's a really funny one, but I want to hear what you guys say.
The kangaroos. They just do this. I don't know. I can't think of anything for this one.
I got it nailed down. I think. You know the emu war. I don't know if you've ever heard of it.
Yeah, the emu war.
Okay, yeah. What if it just starts a new war, but it's just these kangaroos?
That's gonna happen someday.
Just the kangaroos become entirely
becomes
sapient.
the up over instead of the down under.
Becomes the up over. Oh man.
Down under.
All right, we have gone through the two segments, and we've gone through this one pretty quickly, or fairly quickly. And now we have the third one, the new one that I'm going to be adding to the overhauled version of Containment Cast. But we'll start that one in a moment. I want to do something real quick. I will be right back. Give me a moment.
Who wants to look at the Jack in the Box menu with me? I have it pulled up. I have the Jack in the Box menu here. So we're gonna look at it. Licks. What should I get, guys? My mom said she'd bring me back food. I won't even open it. Let me see the late night menu. I don't want to. I'm gonna dox my. I mean, I don't even live in that town, but they went to Applebee's for late night food, and it's like Jack in the Box is open late, and I am hungry. She said she'd bring me back food, but the links won't work. Hold on. Let me look at the menu. Hold on. Literally none of the links work here. They just won't let me look at the food. Menu.
Okay, I'm back, and I nearly friggin' knocked myself to the ground.
It won't let me look at the late night food.
Why is everything so tangled?
Jack in the
I love Jack in the
Box.
Box. Jack in the Box. We have like 7 Jack in the Boxes where I'm from.
Just have one in the town I live.
And then, despite the many we have, we're gonna get another one literally just down the street from where I live.
They opened a Chick-fil-A in an old Staples building where I live, or an Office Depot.
I'm waiting for them
I
to open one
I
of
don't
those
like
here.
Chick-fil-A
I
though.
love Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A is yucky.
Chick-fil-A is beautiful. Anyways.
Jack in the Box menu.
What?
Freaking website won't work. I can't look at Jack in the Box.
Yak in the Ox. Very unchristian of you, says
Yaks and
Rooster. Okay.
That's not even the religion I was raised in. We didn't go to church on Sundays.
Okay.
All right.
Now, this next part is very new, so nobody here knows about it. Not even Selkie, because I didn't tell her about it. I just didn't tell her about it. But this next part is in order to continue this next part, I need to explain something real quick. So there are many different alternative sites to SCP. There's ones called the AEP Association. There is the RPC Authority, which is one of the ones that I represent. And then there's also the Wayward Society, and there's a whole bunch of them. But the one I'm going to mention right now is called the RPC Authority. It was created back in 2018. It's a alternative site to SCP, and this next part has to do with that. And it makes it even better because I guarantee you nobody here knows what that is. Am I correct? So this next one is called Can you guess or find the RPC? I'm going to list 3 anomalies, what they are and what they do, and you have to guess which one is the RPC. What do you think?
Brain empty.
Brain empty. It's pretty simple to understand. It's just the hardest part is trying to figure out which one's which. I will name 3 anomalies, and you have to guess which one is not an SCP. Basically, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay. So
All
one
right.
of them is just like a regular thing.
One of them is it's the thing called, I was mentioning, an RPC, which is it's an alternative.
Oh yeah, I kind of zoned out.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Oh, you did. You just
zoned.
zoned out. Okay, I'll just give a quick explanation. RPC is a separate website. It's a parody to SCP. It's basically that.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people call it Walmart SCP, which makes sense. But it's one of the ones I represent.
Someone jingle keys.
So, jingle jingle,
I'm
back
putting
rooms.
Subway
I said the back
references
rooms,
to
back
it.
rooms, jingle jingle.
The back rooms.
The back
The
rooms,
back
jingle
rooms, I know
jingle,
that.
jingle jingle, the back rooms. All right. Anyways, so I'm gonna bring up 3 anomalies, and you have to guess which one is the RPC. In other words, not an SCP.
Okay.
The first anomaly we have is a bathtub. It is a bathtub. Wait, real quick. You don't watch any of my videos, I assume, right?
No.
Okay, good, because that's where I'm picking these out from. The first one is a bathtub. This bathtub is split between 2 different anomalies. It's actually 2 anomalies: the bathtub itself and the water inside of the bathtub. It's an arguing bathtub. It argues with the water inside of it.
I saw that in an SCP game.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that cancels that one
What game
out.
was it? I watched ICP play it.
I see. I didn't know that was even in a game. Okay, in that case, we're not going to use that one. Okay, we're going to go with, we'll go with this one. This one came up in a previous Containment Cast. This one. All right, I'm gonna re-scramble them. Because you already know which one the SCP is. So if I say, all right, whatever. All right, let's start again. So the first anomaly at hand is a tree. This tree is unclimbable. You can try climbing it. It has these like little climbing spigots coming out from the side from its trunk, but no matter how much you climb up, you look down and you're at the bottom. Even the people
me in every tree.
and even the people watching the person climb will report that they haven't moved any further up. And when we place that person using a helicopter, if we place the person at the top of the tree ourselves, they will feel as if like there's just great force, like gravity has just gone 10 times worse, and now they feel like they are being pushed down by an extreme force. So that's the first anomaly. The next anomaly is a sheep. It is a sheep that often appears to people as a grandmother. I'm trying to remember off of my mind, by the way, so that's why I'm kind of stuttering a bit with this one. But it's essentially a sheep that gifts children clothing made of wool, and that clothing will oftentimes have anomalous powers to it, depending on what it is. For example, wool mittens will have I guess built-in heating in a way, but it's anomalous, so it's just they're just extra warm. They keep your hands really warm. Or even a pink wool sweater, for example. Another good example that gives you a confidence boost. That's the second anomaly. And the third anomaly, you're not confused, are you? You're following along?
I think so.
Okay, awesome. The next anomaly, and the third one, is also a tree, but it's actually a plastic tree. You know, the plastic Christmas trees that are reusable? One of those. It's actually a collection of those. It's a whole bunch of them. I think, if I remember correctly, it's 12 of them. And they're Christmas trees, and when they are placed down, or in general, every single night at 12 a.m., exactly 12 a.m., a collection of, if I remember correctly, it was 10 Christmas presents will spawn under that tree. And inside will be toys. Any type of toy. And that happens every night at 12 a.m. Doesn't matter if it's Christmas or the middle of July. It will spawn one every midnight. So what do you think? So which one of these three anomalies is not the SCP?
Can you list all three of them again? I've got a short memory.
Okay, I can go through it pretty quick. So the first one is a tree that we can't climb.
Yeah, they can't climb tree.
They can't climb tree. So Aurora climbing a tree. And the second one is the sheep that appears like a grandmother, and it gifts kids wool clothing that has powers. And the third one is a collection of plastic reusable Christmas trees that spawn presents every midnight.
I feel like the sheep is definitely an SCP, so it's between the tree and the Christmas tree.
Okay, well, if you believe the sheep is it, I guess if you believe that one's it, then okay.
Why are you saying it like that?
On purpose. Would you like to cancel that one out?
What do you mean?
Like to narrow it down.
Yeah.
Okay. You have the sheep one, right? Okay. Good for you. You have eliminated SCP-5160. Mother Sheep believes in you. Object class Keter. So now you're left with the two trees. Which one of these two is the RPC? Which one is not the SCP?
I think it's the climbing tree. The can't climb tree.
You think that's the non-SCP?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
No. The Christmas tree is too similar to the sheep.
You sure?
I don't like being gaslit over here. I'm second guessing everything. I don't know what's real.
Would you like some extra information of both of them?
Yes.
Okay, I have to look up a little bit of one of them. But I actually don't even remember the number of one of these. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I have it right here. I know. I had it here. Tell me more. Tell me more.
He's making up both of them.
Oh yeah, I'm making up I'm making up both of them. Oh yeah. Well, I will say this.
Oh, yeah.
Technically, I did make up one of them. Technically, and I'll explain why in a moment. So about the climbing tree, I mentioned actually no, I basically explained everything there is needed to know about that one.
I see.
So that's all the information for that one. But as for the Christmas tree, a little fun fact about that one was created by a group that sells anomalous toys and stuff for profit. A lot of the times those are very destructive. The way we found these trees is one tree we actually found in one of the storage units that was destroyed because the presence overflowed the storage unit and it destroyed the concrete wall. So that just tells you how interesting is it. And the presents they receive are sent away to Toys for Tots.
It's the Christmas tree.
The Christmas tree?
The Christmas tree is not the SCP.
Okay. 100% certain?
No, I'm never sure about anything. Yeah, they would never give toys away. That's the sus part.
Well, that's your final one, right? Okay, so I'm not gonna be all gaslighting anymore. Okay, you got it correct. That one the other one is SCP-2881, if I remember correctly. It is SCP-2881, the tree you cannot climb, and the one that you got is correct. The Christmas tree is the RPC. It is RPC-926, and it's codenamed the Everyday Christmas Tree. And the reason why I said I basically made it up is because it's actually one of the ones I wrote. It's one of the articles I published. It's one of the articles I published. That's why I know so much about it.
Makes sense.
And
the big brain. My stream crashed.
Your stream crashed?
Did it?
I'm not paying attention to your side.
Oh yeah, it's reconnecting.
Oh, this is so sad. Your side's not gonna see the best part of the stream. Did it fully disconnect?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I'm assuming Barking Rooster is on watching my stream, unless he abandoned me, which would make sense. But, let's see. Oh, a stream crashed. This is so sad. Anyways, now let's get to the last part. This is not a segment, this is just a last little part that I do for every new guest. So, the O5 Council has been watching me the whole time up in their little observatory room, you little peasants. You calling us peasants over here. But anyways, they're watching me. They don't like the fact that I bring people like you on. Anomalies. You're technically an anomaly because you're a fawn human creature thing. And so they want, if they're gonna allow me to do it, they want me to do at least one thing just in return. And that would be this. You'll see it in a moment. But Just give it a moment. You'll be very pleased to know that you are now a beautiful addition to the SCP Foundation.
Woo.
Ooh. Man, if only my latency wasn't so bad.
Oh yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Welcome to the SCP Foundation. You are now part of our nice collection of over 8,000 SCPs.
Yeah. Do I get to be locked up with Mr. President?
No, you get to be locked up alone.
Dang it.
But don't worry, maybe you'll get cross-tested with Mr. President for whatever reason. I don't know. But that wraps up our beautiful episode of Containment Cast. This is our amazing guest, Aroa, or her new name, Florence the Fawn.
My daughter woke up. My daughter woke up.
Uh-oh.
Hi, baby.
How did I predict this, chat? How did I predict this? I don't know why. Earlier, when I was thinking about this, I was thinking, what if her daughter woke up right as I caged her? I don't know how I predicted that. That's so strange. Oh, well. Put them both in the cage. Anyways.
Oh my gosh, that's even crazier.
Alright. But thank you, Awoa, for coming along. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for inviting me on.
And I will potentially invite you back for the overhauled version whenever that starts, if you would be interested, of course.
Definitely.
And just a little information about the overhauled version before I end the stream is, you like D&D?
Yeah.
You like roleplay?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Because there's going to be a little roleplay segment in that, and I think it'd be pretty interesting. I wouldn't actually. D&D is probably not the best way to put it. Maybe just roleplay. But yeah, I think that'd be pretty interesting to do. And we'll also have a co-host. You guys have heard of him before. He's not been on many streams. His name is Moonk, but he'll be my co-host. Anyways, so I have a question. If you would like to, would you like to try doing my outro?
What does that entail?
It entails just reciting what I'm about to say.
Okay.
I have brought this up to, and I've done this to multiple people before. I did it to Crimson, I did it to Selkie, I did it to Drozzle, and I did it to Sharky as well. And I think out of all of them, Drozzle did the best because he did the short version. So this is my outro, and I'm gonna see if you can say it yourself. Okay. Anyways, here it is. If you are new and you did enjoy, please do consider subscribing to be a part of this amazing yet interesting community that we have growing here still. If you don't subscribe, that's fine too. At least consider liking, commenting, and sharing to boost my content as much as possible. Maybe this isn't for you. Go ahead and share this with somebody who does like SCP or who does like VTubers. Or maybe they like both. Or maybe you like both and you want to get them into it. I don't know, your choice. Share it with whoever you want, whenever you want, and if you want to. As of now, currently have 442 subscribers on YouTube, and on Twitch I think I have about like 33 or 34 followers. The goal on YouTube is 500, and 1,000 by the end of the year. On Twitch, the goal is 100, so let's see how long it takes us to get to all those goals. But anyways, whether you're watching the VOD or you're watching right now live, I hope you have a good morning, evening, afternoon, and night. Just overall, I hope you have a good one, and I'll see you whenever. See ya.
Okay, so it's my turn.
If you want to try it, go on ahead. I think you'll be the first one to actually try it.
SCPs? Do you like SCPs? Subscribe, please. Please subscribe, please. Please, 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 please. There you go.
I love Drozzles because right before he goes, I said mine, and then he's like, all right, you ready? And then he's like, all right, ditto, and then he just logged out.
That's amazing.
But again, thank you, Aurora, for coming along. I hope you have a good night, and I hope you're able to get the your little pup to sleep as well.
I'll try. She's
All
growling
right.
at me right now.
I already said my outro, so I'm not gonna say it again, chat. It's too much to say. My gosh. Okay, anyways. Thank y'all for going along, and y'all have a good one. Bye-bye. See ya.
Eva, you want to say goodbye?
No.
Say goodbye. No. No.
Aww.
You won't do my outro yet. You don't want to do mine. You want to say goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay, thank you
Okay.
for having me. I'll see you guys later.
Of course. Alright. Bye-bye, Wawa. And I will... Oh, wait. I probably should have been playing this beforehand. Sorry, chat. Let me... Where is it? Here it is. Okay. I did my outro. Yeah, subscribe if you want to. If you're new, hope you enjoyed. Subscribe to be a part of the community. If you like SCP, if you like VTubers, go ahead sub. If you don't, doesn't matter. Share it to whoever you want. Doesn't matter. Yeah. Let's get our sub goal. We're almost there. We're getting to 500. 1K by the end of the year. Can we do it? I don't know. Let's find out. Anyways, whether you're watching the VOD or you're watching right now live, I hope you have a good morning, evening, afternoon, night, and night, just overall. I hope you have a good one. I'll see you whenever. See ya! Oh yeah, try playing the guilt card. I just saw that Selkie. Yeah, I'm mad at you. Yeah, as if. Get over here. Get on then. Huh? What are you doing right now? Oh, that's right. Okay, see ya.
Bye, Selkie.
See ya.
Forget this day. I'm gonna throw my memories away. Now I feel I'm done, and I'm cursed by every day till my time is gone. I've never felt this way before, and now I know this all for sure. I won't forget your last betray. I'll never forget this day.